objectivity in research is a very important issue. And to the best of my knowledge, greatest thinkers of the West have not been able to define for themselves what is objectivity. A very famous philosopher of science from Chicago University came up with a remarkable research work, which I recommend to all my faculty members to sometimes go and read it. And the research work is entitled Structure of Scientific Revolutions, and the author is Thomas Kuhn, Kuhn. If you read that, you will find that he is questioning the very authenticity of scientific experiences in physics, in chemistry, in space technology, and he was a well-known philosopher of science, and his book was published as a volume of Encyclopedia of Science by Chicago University. So it's not just a casual kind of writing. So what I was saying was that objectivity in research is a hallmark of Hadith literature, and that is passed on to Muslim researcher. That Muslim researcher, even if he is following in his personal life a specific fiqh, then in research he should liberate himself or herself from that specific fiqh and look on the Quran and Sunnah from a critical viewpoint. Only then he can understand what he is doing. It is in this sense that you find best possible words of recognition and praise by founders of our legal schools of thought about others. Imam Shafi'i praises Imam Abu Hanifa, and others say same thing about Malik. Shafi'i says that if something is coming from Malik, then think it is a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which means they are not narrow-minded followers of maslak, sectarian, which is unavoidable in our case. A person may be following Shia fiqh, Sunni fiqh, among Sunni fiqh following Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki, Hanbali, whatever we call them, Zahiri, and so on and so forth. Very difficult to come out of that. But these scholars who are founders were above that consideration. We feel those who follow Imam Shafi'i, they think that Shafi'i is just by himself, but the 8 years of studentship of Shafi'i was with Hasan al-Shaybani, who was the right arm of Abu Hanifa, who is the only person that has given us the views of Abu Hanifa. Otherwise we could never know Abu Hanifa. So he was a student of Hanafi Imam Hasan al-Shaybani. He was his teacher. But with all respect, he came up with different interpretations. That's objectivity. So research guidance and research principles that come out in the light of Hadith are very, very important for us, and we cannot conduct any kind of research in microbiology, in sociology, in history without properly understanding this background.